Hi, I'm Tim, Customer Evangelist at ActiveCampaign. I'm here today with my colleagues Molly and Gabi, and we have a question from our community that we are going to answer. Molly.
Hi, Tim.
What question are we going to answer today?
Today we're going to answer a question from the ActiveCampaign Facebook group. The founder of an apparel company asks, I sell apparel. I would like to create an email marketing pipeline that will turn a subscriber into a potential buyer. Does anyone have tips on how I can do that? I think we probably have some tips, right, Gabi?
Yes, we definitely have some tips, Molly. This question specifically mentions an email marketing pipeline. Email is an important piece of the puzzle, but it's not the only piece. Today we're going to look at the bigger picture. The path to turning a subscriber into a customer and eventually into an advocate for your brand starts with understanding the customer lifecycle. There are 4 main stages of the customer lifecycle: reach and engage, nurture and educate, convert and close, and support and grow. Tim, can you tell us a little bit more about the first stage, reach and engage?
Sure, Gabi. This stage is where we introduce ourselves to potential customers. They usually know what kind of problems they want to solve at this stage, so it's best if you can provide some discoverable resources where they search for them. Things like free how-to blog posts or videos or ebooks or podcasts that help you establish thought leadership.
Just be sure that you're not chasing people that are too early in their process and aren't ready to consider what you have to offer. Gabi, what's the second stage?
The second stage of the customer lifecycle is nurture and educate. In this stage, you exchange information with your future customers. The customer shares more about themselves, and you match the information you give them with the information they need.
You could continue to provide free how-to blog posts and videos at this stage. You can also start providing additional resources like checklists, infographics, a newsletter, and other information your future customers might find useful. The key here, and what makes this approach radically different than a traditional marketing funnel, is personalization. You know that a person opened your email and clicked the link to an ebook. Should you wait a week to see if they liked it? Probably not.
So, the core questions you want to answer are, what type of content does this individual want? When do they want it? And what's the best way to deliver it? The third stage in the customer lifecycle is convert and close. You've already established a relationship with this customer. You've helped answer their questions and solve their problems. So this is where we transition them out of that educational cycle and into that buying cycle.
Your goal is to discover and implement the trigger that moves an individual closer to your product. You can create social proof with resources like case studies, testimonials, and demos of what you have to offer. If your business focuses more on relationship-based selling, which is common in B2B, it's crucial to understand your individual customer needs and help them move toward a purchase when it makes sense. If your business focuses more on transactional selling, which is common in B2C and e-commerce, a sales-focused CTA inside your marketing will be more effective.
The fourth stage of the customer lifecycle is support and grow. In this stage, a customer has purchased from you. Woo-hoo-hoo! Unlike a traditional marketing funnel, the customer lifecycle continues to focus on the individual, which allows them to grow into an advocate for your brand. Use what you know about your customer to consider when to ask for a referral, a review, or a testimonial. The data you've collected throughout your customer's lifecycle will be super useful at this stage. For example, there are 2 ways you could approach asking for a review after a customer has purchased your product. The first way is to send them an email a set number of days after they purchase your product. Let's say 3 days. The problem with this approach is they may not have yet received your product when you're asking them for a review, which brings us to the second way. Integrate with your fulfillment system, then send them an email after the product has already been delivered. This increases the likelihood that they're going to write a review because they've had a chance to actually use your product.
The customer lifecycle is about understanding every touch point in a customer's buying experience and understanding that customers are different. What you say to a new customer isn't the same as what you'd say to one of your superfans. A new customer has just purchased from you for the first time, and it was one of your most expensive products. How do you personalize your interaction with them? But a customer that's just made their 10th purchase, they need something completely different.
All right, there we go. We had a question from our community that we were going to answer, and we did.
And we did.
And we did it.